Hey guys, what's up? It's Jade here. How's everybody doing? I basically wanted to come in today and just talk about a video that I had seen here on the YT with Janet Mock and Laverne Cox in it. And the video was called, the video was called The Stigma of Loving Trans Women. And they basically were talking about that whole Mr. C situation that had happened like a couple months ago, where I guess, he had got caught up in some whole scandal videotape deal with a quote unquote alleged transgender individual. But I really don't want to talk about that whole situation. What I really wanted to come in and talk about today was basically some of the points that they were hitting on in the video. Okay? So basically, something that Janet Mock had said in the interview with her and Laverne Cox is, "I'm a woman that just so happens to have been born a man," or "I'm a woman and I just so happen to have been transgender," and that's something that I don't think a lot of people realize about us transgender women, is that a lot of people think that this is a game sometimes and that it's a joke, and they like to throw the stigma on us that that we're really just men in women's clothing, and that we're really just men that are just bored and want something else to do, and that's not the case. Truthfully, what it is that a lot of people don't understand and realize is that this is who we are as people, and we're trying to express who we are, and we're trying to become the person that we were always meant to be, whether that was we knew it from the womb or we just found it out at the age of 53. Like, we're not trying to, what am I looking for? We're not trying to make some mockery or some joke of society or anything like that. Like, we're just trying to live our lives. And, the fact that they throw a stigma on us, a stigma that's basically saying, like, oh, we're a joke, we're doing this for attention, it's a show, it's not real, it's fake. It's really annoying because I don't even know if a lot of people know what a stigma even is, but I wrote it down because I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out. And literally, a stigma is a mark of disgrace associated with a particular circumstance, quality, or person. Okay, and just that in itself is just so disrespectful, because I mean, in us being transgendered women, we already have a sense of in ourself of, I don't want to say self-loathing, but we don't have that innate built-in true automatic love for ourselves, if you know what I'm saying. Like, it takes us a little bit of time to get to that point, to branch out and really find aspects of ourselves that make us the people that we are and the person that we love, and for a lot of people, they just throw this stigma on us of this disgrace that we're a mockery, and don't really think that, oh, maybe that person, is going through some things and they're finding themselves. They would rather just label it for what it is through society, because like how they said in the actual interview I was watching, there is no language. Specifically in our Black community, there is no language for us trans women. Like, I mean, there's no language for us in our Caucasian, Asian, Latino, Thai. Like, there really is no language for us just in this world, and specifically so in the Black community, because for some reason in the Black community it is something that is so down looked on upon to be interested in a transgender woman or say that you're friends with a transgender woman. It's just such a bad stigma, basically. Like, it's seen as such a disgraceful thing. And what I don't understand is that, sorry, I'm cough dropping in my mouth. What I don't understand is that they can marginalize us so quickly and minimalize us at the same time as a group, but not see that we are a part of their community. And I'm not just saying just the black community here. I'm saying in society. Society finds a way to marginalize and minimize our community as trans women so quickly without even taking two steps back to stop and think, well, maybe we need love, or maybe we need, help, or, maybe there's something that we could do for the world. And I find it kind of funny because what I have heard a lot of black men say, honestly, is that it's something that they actually said in the interview too, but it is something that I've heard a lot of black men say, is that I like the idea of a man that looks like a woman. But here's my thing, okay? You can clock me, you can say I look like a man with a wig on, you can say all that. But the thing is that I'm a transgender woman, like, you know what I mean? I'm in my transition, I'm in my progress of moving forward in my life. Why would you try to marginalize me to an area like that? Or why would you, like, what is innate in you that makes you have to say, I like being with something that looks like this, but it's really this? Because when truth of the matter is that majority of these men that get with trans women like trans women because they're women, regardless, they like women, it's not the idea of what looks like a woman, it's the fact that they like a woman. And I mean, to a T it is, because I mean, heterosexual men are attracted to women, and so therefore I'm a trans woman, you're a heterosexual male. Of course, if you like women that so happen to look like me, you're going to think I'm pretty, regardless. And it just astounds me that people can sit here and try to rationalize in their mind by saying, oh, well, I like the idea of a man, but if you look like a woman, that's better. And if you do, that's fine, that's great, that's your own prerogative. But my whole thing with that is, excuse me, my whole thing with that is, what, then why come to a transgender woman? Because that's not what we're here for. We're not here to be men and dress like women. Like, no, we're women on the inside. We have feelings. We have emotions just like women. Like, we're not gonna react like a man. And it just astounds me that people really can try to just confine us to this one area and just consistently say that we're nothing more than a man in a woman's clothing. That's like putting a woman in a dog outfit, or better yet, furries. If you guys know what furries are, they're people that like to dress up in animal costumes and go to conventions for sexual orientation, sexual type of nature, whatever. But that's like basically putting a woman in a squirrel suit and telling her, you're a squirrel. And in all actuality, she's like, no, I'm a woman, I just like dressing like this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how can you tell someone that they are something when they know that they're not? And how can you try to throw a stigma on them when you have no real valid proof? I mean, it astounds me. It really does astound me, the fact that we have to prove as trans women our femininity and things of that nature, and that even improving our femininity, that we would settle for men that would still call us a man in women's clothing. Like, that astounds me. Like, I'm not going to settle for that. And I just think it's crazy. I don't think any of us should, It's just, there's a bigger picture. And I feel like if our community can band together as trans women and trans men, that we might be able to change something here. Maybe. I'm not sure. But this video is getting super long. So I'm probably gonna pop back in with another video. So until then, I'll talk to you later, dolls. Bye, say.